Joining us now is Mike Rowe. You know this guy, Dirty Jobs fame. He's got the best voice in television.
And yet I'm following the president? Really?
Yeah.
Really? Thanks, Steve.
Oh, sorry about that, Mike Rowe.
Tough room.
I see the problem here as not enough skilled workers available to fill the jobs that are available. Is that the way it is?
Well, that's what I've been saying since 2008 when my foundation started. But I've got a question for you. I watched you on Fox and Friends this morning, and I just heard you say that we're really at full employment.
Yep.
But 10 minutes ago on the same channel, I'm looking at a labor participation rate of 62.3%. How does 62.3% and full employment, like, when and how do we get to the point where 40% of people not working somehow meant full employment?
Well, I would call it full employment when you've got 7 million jobs going a-begging.
Right.
And you don't have the workers, 6 million people, to fill them. A lot of the people who are not participating in the labour force, they're retired. I mean, they're out of it, so they're not coming back.
Right.
So I would say that this is the most fully employed economy, the tightest labour market that I've ever seen.
I agree.
But that begs the question. In a tight labour market, why aren't wages rising much faster?
Well, in part, and again, what do I know? I crawl through sewers for a living, right?
Well, you're in the A block of my show.
But I'm in the A block, and I'm following the president, so listen to me, America. What if it's not just a skill gap? What if it's also a will gap? What if the opportunities that are currently available have simply been made to appear less appealing than they actually are? What if, for the last 40 years, we've been promoting one form of education at the expense of all the others, and certain types of jobs at the expense of others? I think that's what's happened, and I think an entire generation has grown into a labor market with a binary kind of expectation. This or that, like in a vocational consolation prize kind of way, something subservient, right? Something subordinate to that which is preferred.
I'd go further than that, and I'd make a cultural comment. It seems to me that the elites in America, over the last generation, maybe the last 2 generations, have said, you've got to go to college and you've got to have a white-collar job. We don't want these blue-collar factory jobs. We don't want you out there working with your hands. So you've almost developed a European-style class system where you look down on that group of people.
Well, you've marginalized an entire vertical of your workforce. You're basically, it seems to me, a coin has heads and tails. They're both equally important. If we're still going to look at labor in terms of blue collar and white collar, it's kind of a sucker's bet to start arguing that one is more important than the other. But that's what we do. That's what we do in education. This school is better than that school. How many magazines year after year rank the top 100 colleges? A couple of years ago, I made this point and said, why isn't anyone ranking the top trade schools? And Forbes eventually did, which was terrific. But you don't see enough of it, because when we tell kids, you want to talk about debt and college and all of that, you know, $1.6 trillion in student loans isn't really a mystery when you think of it in terms of, we've been telling people for decades that if they don't sign on the dotted line, they're going to wind up turning a wrench. That meme, that trope, is so inculcated in the reptilian part of our brain, it's very, very difficult to step away from it. Varsity blues, college scandals, the cost of college, I mean, all of it comes down to this fear, I think, that we're going to screw our kids up.
You know, you make a good 9A block guest.
Thank you.
So why don't you stick around and we'll keep you into maybe the B block if you're not careful. Mr. Rowe, stay there, please. Let's turn to your